Human trafficking is the crime of forcing someone to provide labor, services, or commercial sex acts. When a minor is exploited for commercial sex, it is always considered trafficking, regardless of whether force, fraud, or coercion is involved. According to the United Nations International Labor Organization, traffickers victimize an estimated 27.6 million people worldwide. Of all victims, 77% are in forced labor, and 23% are in sex trafficking. 57% are men and boys, while 43% are women and girls. Every life has infinite worth. In the shadows of our cities, in the silent corners of the world, countless lives are stolen. Men, women, and children, each a soul with dreams, hopes, and a future, are caught in the chains they did not choose. This is the reality of human trafficking, a modern plague that preys on the most vulnerable, silences the voices, and strips the innocent of their dignity. But even in the dark, there is light. Stories of courage, of faith, of communities rising up to protect and heal remind us that there is no chain stronger than the human spirit and that no shadow can extinguish hope. Tonight we enter their world. We witness their struggle and hear their voices, because conscience is the first step towards freedom, and justice requires us not to look away. The scriptures tell us, "Let the children come to me, and do not hinder them, for their kingdom of heaven belongs to them, like them." The hidden world. You don't always see it. Trafficking does not only occur in distant places, sometimes it happens behind a smile, inside a house, under the guise of a job. It is hidden in the shadows of everyday life, in the advertisements that promise opportunities, in the streets we cross without looking. They are stories of silences, of looks that ask for help and no one sees. Behind every closed door, there may be a story that cries out to be told. Indifference is the cloak that protects evil. Compassion, the light that unmasks him. The scriptures tell us, "For there is nothing hidden that will not be revealed, nor a secret that is not to be discovered." The face of exploitation. There is not a single face of trafficking. It can be the young man who fled home, the mother who was looking for a job, the migrant who trusted in an empty promise. Each story is different, but they all have something in common: wounded dignity. Behind the numbers are faces, names, and beating hearts. Trafficking does not discriminate. Its most powerful weapon is deception. Their strongest enemy, the truth. The scriptures tell us, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach the good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim liberty to the captives and sight to the blind, to set at liberty the oppressed." The chains within. Not all chains are made of iron. They are invisible chains. Fear, guilt, shame. They are the most difficult to break because they are in the soul. Many survivors carry wounds that time does not erase, but faith can heal. In every tear there is a cry for justice. In every step forward, a victory over silence. Christ not only frees bodies, he also redeems hearts. The scriptures tell us, "Come unto me, all ye that are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." The ones who stand. In the face of darkness, there are those who stand up. Ordinary people who decide not to look the other way. Volunteers, agents, priests, nuns, families, who make their lives a shield for others. Its strength is born of the gospel, of that love that never tires and that recognizes in each victim the face of the suffering Christ. They are witnesses that good does not need to be loud to be powerful. The scriptures tell us, "Do not let yourself be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good." The Church responds. The Church is not a spectator. From the heart of the gospel, His voice is raised for those who cannot speak. Every parish, every community, every believer has a role to play in the fight against human trafficking. The saints teach us that faith without works is dead. And in this mission, charity becomes justice, prayer becomes action, and love becomes commitment. The scriptures tell us, "Let us not love in the word or mouth, but in deed and in truth." The wound and the healing. Healing is not forgetting. It is learning to live with the scars as a testimony that love is stronger than pain. In the support centers, in the shelters, in the hearts that listen without judgment, Christ touches the wound of the world again. Every healing story is a silent resurrection. Where there was fear, hope flourishes. Where there was darkness, light is reborn. The scriptures tell us, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. The power of awareness. Knowledge saves lives. Knowing how to identify the signs, educating others, sharing the truth, these are acts of love that can rescue those who are trapped in lies. Awareness is the seed of change. When the community is informed, silence loses power. The light of truth dispels the darkness of crime. The scriptures tell us, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." The light of hope. In the end, this is not a story of slavery, but of freedom. It is not a story of defeat, but of redemption. In the midst of darkness, hope rises like a lamp lit in the night. Every life restored, every soul liberated, is a victory of God's love. For evil never has the last word, but mercy. And as long as there are hearts willing to love, the kingdom of God will continue to break through the shadows. The scriptures tell us, "Light shines in darkness, and darkness did not overcome it."